Hi, see my hands again. So I'm gonna do a quick video just stamping out some of these Concord 9th Furry Friends stamps. I do have the dies, but I'm gonna be playing with my Brother DX Scan and Cut DX 125. I want to see how nicely it cuts out these images. So I will be doing some stamping of these. I'm going to be making a birthday card for my daughter. She will be turning 25 on, my baby is turning 25 on January 31st. So she loves animals, so I'm going to make her a little card. And sorry, again, Oliver, he's all day barking, all day. So anyway, I'm going to stamp it in black, I'm going to color it in, and then we're going to go ahead and cut it out on the Brother. So let's go ahead and do that now. I have a couple Nina 80-pound scraps. So 80-pound scraps. I'm going to be using 80-pound, although because I'll just be layering. It won't be a card. Usually I use 110-pound for the actual card. So I'll be using that. I'm also going to be coloring with Copic, so Memento, black, tuxedo black. I really love using this. And I'm also using my Misty in the original size. So let's go ahead and get this going. I usually do like to have it on this side. So hopefully you can see when I ink it up. I just did a video on Instagram stories on laminating this so that it's an easy cleanup. So let's go ahead and get this started. I am going to use the wreath. So these are available, the stamp set and dies are available in my web shop, so I'll list it below. Also, if you watch this, I'll also put a discount code in the description that you can use, and it'll be a huge savings. So I hope you see it. It's a one-time use only, so make sure you do use it. Okay, so let me stamp this out. So I put it where I want it to be, and hopefully it didn't get distorted. Okay, so pick it up with my hinge. Make sure that it's still, oops, I can bring it up a little bit. Let's try that again. Yep, so it's nice clearance. So I'm going to use my black, tuxedo black Memento, and let's go ahead and close it up. This is the first time I'm using these stamps. I'm not going to heavily push it down because I don't want to distort the image. So let's see. Okay, it has some, it's not actually perfectly stamped, so I'll just go back. That's the beauty of the Misty. I mean, it's a must-have tool for me. I use it every time I stamp. Every time. Then I don't have any guesswork. So again, because we used the Misty, it's right over where it was before. And again, not pushing too hard. And that's a good image. I got little extra over here, if you can see. If you can see, but I'll use a mono sand eraser, and I'll go ahead and hopefully sand that out. Okay, so that's that. And now I'm going to clean it with a baby wipe. Sorry, should have had it ready, which I don't. I buy the Kirkland baby wipes in the case, and I just use it over and over again until it's no longer usable. Okay, so there you go, that one is done. put it down, and I'm going to actually stamp out all of these images because I'm not quite sure which one I want. So this is the bear, the fox, I'm not quite sure how much space I need, so let's give it a little bit. And the deer. So I'm going to stamp those, and I also want a party hat. I'm gonna make it a girl deer, so I'm not gonna use the antlers. But there is, where's the party hat? There it is. So I'm going to use this party hat. So I'm gonna stamp that also. And I'm also going to stamp the little flower because in Hawaii we have Glaze and we have Haku lace, H-A-K-U, and that goes on the crown, like a crown. So that is what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and pick this up. It's very sticky, so the paper always moves a little bit. So let's see. Make sure everything is out of the way. There you go. Okay, so let's ink this up again. I hope you can see it being inked up on this white portion of my Tim Holtz Media Mat. And I'm just using the outline image so that you can, because I want to test out my brother Scan and Cut, like I mentioned earlier. Again, because these are fine line, I'm not going to press down too hard because I don't want to distort the line images, sorry. Make sure it's all good. Okay, it missed a little bit. Do a second inking. Again, Misty is wonderful. It's a must-have. I don't sell it in my shop, but I'll list it. You could get it from My Sweet Petunia. That's who came up with it. So again, massage it little bit, not too strong. Let's see, how's the image? Okay, it's better. Let me do it again. One more time. Looks like this deer, her right eye doesn't want to stamp well. So let's do it one more time. Maybe I'll press down a little harder this time. So do it again. So it's this side. When I craft, I like to stand so my desk is counter height. I just like to stand. Okay, so that's a lot better. Everything looks nice and clear. So I'll be back. I'm gonna color it and I'll be back. I did want to mention that if you don't want to color using Copics or whatever medium, then it comes with the solid image, so you can just stamp it with whatever color you want it to be. This is for the hat, this is for the fox, the bear, and the deer. So you know, you could go, you know, the leaves. So if you don't want to color it by hand, you don't have to. Just wanted to show that out. I really love this set, and I hope you do too. Go check it out in my shop. Hi, I've decided to do this as a voiceover because Oliver kept barking and it was getting a little distracting, more so than usual. So this is the bear that I'm coloring, and I'm using 3 browns, E25, E27, and E59. I always color from light to dark and then back dark to light. So I fast forwarded it quite 3 times the normal so that you don't have to look through everything. in the description below, I'll have everything that I've used, all the supplies and everything that it will be listed. Again, it's the E25 is the first layer. Then I would go over with the E27, and E59 is the darkest. And I'm going back with the E27 and E25. You can see that I went out of the lines while I'm coloring, and I will show you how to fix that with a white gel pen at the end. I'm using R20 for the cheeks and ears. And the R20, when I do it over the brown, it just highlights it. It just takes it off a little bit. And for the muzzle, I'm using E30 and E31, just two different colors. And again, light color first and go with the next shade and then go back with the light. And for his tongue, I also used R20 again. So for the fox, I'm using three kind of orangey brown colors. And that one is YR27 is the lightest. The mid-tone is E08. And the darkest is E09. And again, oh, sorry, don't mind my washing machine. Sorry about that. So, again, light color first, going back with the E08. I don't do like a light source or anything. I just use, do the borders, like on the borders. So that's how I do it. I'm a very simple colorer. I do try to use 2 to 3 shades, light, medium, and dark. So this is the darkest, E09. I'm going to go with the E08 and blend it out. And in the middle, the highlight, YR27 once again to smooth everything out. I always forget the ears, so here we go with the ears again. So lightest color, medium, and then dark, and then medium and light, and blend it all out. Okay, now onto the deer. Oh, I'm sorry, still with the fox. R20 for the ears again. And the light color for the face, I'm not really happy with the colors that I chose. It's E93 and E99, I believe. Let me make sure that's what it is. It is E93 and E95. So I did the E93 first. I don't like how dark it is. I wish I chose something a little bit lighter. I end up not using the fox, but that's not the reason why. It's just, I like the deer and the bear better. So I used the R20 again for the cheeks and the inside of the ear. For the deer, I'm using E57 as the darkest, E23 as the mid-tone, and E55 as the light tone. So I'm going with the E55 first. And I'm going to leave that E57. That's my Chow pen, so it doesn't show the number on the top. So I'll leave my little notation up there so you remember. So it's E57. Now I'm going with the darkest, the E57. Again, just doing the border. And I'll go back with the E23. And bring that in a little bit, but still leave the middle light for the E55. So I end up, when I make the card, I end up making the deer my daughter, and then the bear is Rosie. And I'm using the R20 once again. And then for the light parts of the deer, E30 and E31. So R20 for the inside part of the ear, E30 for as the lightest shade of the face. And I'll go in with E31, just using 2 shades this time. Going back with the E30. And then I'm going to use the R20 for the cheek. But I'm going to go in with E30 to make it a little, not as harsh, not as harsh red. And I did that also to the ears of the rest of the critters. Now I'm going to do the party hat. Lauren's favorite color is blue, so I'm using that, this BG01 and BG53, putting the darkest shade on the edges and going back with the light one again to blend it out. Simple coloring. And then for the little Haku, the flower crown, I'm using YG05 and YG03. The 05 is the lighter color, and the 03 is a little darker. It's so small, you can't hardly even see the shading. So you can get by with just using one color. And then pink is my favorite color, so I'm using the RV21 and RV14. So RV21 for the whole flower, and then using the RV14 for just the inside. And then going back with a lighter color to blend it out. Now I'm using a white pen to highlight. I must admit, this is not easy for me. Not sure where the highlights are supposed to go. So, you know, I'm just putting it where I think I like it, but it's not easy for me. So just to let you know that. But it does add a bit of highlight, which is what I wanted. I'm going in with the, it cut off, but I went in with the black Sakura pen to make the eyes pop. And I'm using the thin Micron, I think 0.3 for eyelashes, because these are girls. Gotta have the eyelashes. Just drawing the eyelashes in. Because I'm not using my die cut. I do have die cuts for this, but I just got my brother Scan and Cut DX 125. So I wanted to use that to cut it out. So that's what I did. But I had to draw in the party hat. I'm using Gina K Sea Glass. I believe that's what this is called. Again, I'll list everything below. I cut it in half. I'm making a top, I don't know what you call it, top fold, I guess. Yeah, top fold. So use my score buddy to score that. I'm just looking to see how I want to lay it out. And the party hat, I'm going to be using a Micron pen 0.5 to draw the bottom part so that I could put it on the bear. And I'm going to be using a wet glue, Nouveau Deluxe Adhesive. I really love this glue. I do have Lawn Fawn coming in, so I can't wait to use that one. I'm putting my Memento pad to make it, give it a little weight while it's drying. Now I'm putting the Haku on the deer. Sorry, it was off frame. And there it is. I'm going to use that little, I don't know, what do you call it, lei? I was going to use a vellum, but decided not to. I'm going to be stamping Happy Birthday using Lawn Fawn Jet Black ink pad. Sorry for my head getting in the way. But because these are, well, clear stamps, good photopolymer stamps are very sticky. So I'll bring it up in just a second. So it has happy birthday, but it's sticking to my fingers, it's sticking to my nails, and it's not staying straight. And you can see when I stamp it, it kind of gets a little messed up. And happy is, I don't know what happened, but happy is a little wonky. So it's going to my daughter, so hopefully I know she won't mind. But you see how happy is a little wonky. But it's okay. I'm stamping it twice just to make sure. That's why I love using my Misty, using my Kirkland baby wipes to clean it out. Now I'm going to put some Gina K foam tape, which I'm really loving. It's super sticky. It comes in a little roll. It is for sale in my shop. So again, I'll list everything below. And it's not so thick, so it'll go through the mail really nicely. I have my bead tray, which is really wonderful, because if you have a flat backed bead and you stick it in there and you shake it, what happens is they all go right side up. It's amazing. So I like using that for my beads, although I hardly used it this time because I'm not putting too many sequins on. I'm using sequins. I'm using the foam tape for the wreath on the bottom, and I'm using it for the furry friends. You don't get a whole bunch but on the roll, but it really is nice. It does seem, it squishes, but it goes right back to its shape. And Jennifer McGuire did use it. It was one of her favorites in her video. So I'm still adding more because I don't want it to be squished. So taking the backing off, and I will add it to the wreath. It's a simple card, but I'm hoping my daughter really likes it. I'm putting the bear there to see how to place it. I wish I moved the deer over a little bit more to the right. Oh, I used the white pen right there to fix the mistake of overcoloring. So that's a good tip. You know, it's not my tip, but I learned it from someone else. I can't remember. And sorry, my camera is focusing in and out. I'm not sure why it keeps doing that. But so I put the wreath down, and then now I'm going to put the little bear. See, it doesn't have as much room on the left. And I'm using these blue turquoise. I'm not sure where I got this from. It's really old, but it's the perfect color. And then this is from Simon Says Stamps Sequins, and I'm using that. That one doesn't have a hole, and I'm using the same glue for the to add them. And I'm using the Marvi Uchida jewelry picker upper. Not sure what it's called. Again, everything will be listed below. And sometimes it doesn't like to let go, so I'm using my Cutter Bee tweezers to put it down and place it into where it needs to go. So I'm just adding all the embellishments, and this glue is really strong and it will hold it. I think it's focusing on my hand, so that's why it keeps see, when you just do that, if you shake it like that, then it does right side up. And sorry you can't see the bottom, but you'll see the card in just a little while. I just want to thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I would love if you comment below so that you can get, so I can find out, get feedback. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching.